In the corporate world, a crisis costs the company money. But in the California prison system, a crisis makes money. It's called the overtime economy, and for the taxpayers of California, it is a billion-dollar black hole. Here's the secret. A quiet prison runs on base pay, but a prison in lockdown? That runs on overtime. We call it the Christmas lockdown. Every year around the holidays, the rate of incidents seems to mysteriously spike. Whistleblower Sergeant Kevin Steele didn't call it a mystery. He called it a conspiracy. He put it in writing. CDCR Sergeant Steele alleged that officers plant weapons, or kites, late in the afternoon.
Keep your mouth shut and face the
Why
wall!
late? To push the paperwork past the shift change.
I said move now!
That one planted shank triggers a search. The search triggers a lockdown, and the lockdown opens the overtime tap. Once locked down, inmates can't walk to the chow hall. Food must be delivered, showers escorted. The staffing needs explode. Overtime and lockdowns turn a $85,000 salary into a $200,000 salary winning lottery ticket. All you need is a high school diploma, a badge, and a willingness to look the other way. We call them golden handcuffs. The state auditor even found prisons leaving positions vacant on purpose. Why hire a new guard? When you can pay the existing clique 1.5x their salary to fill the slot? It's a closed loop of profit. In 2022, CDCR overtime spending hit $1.05 billion. That's more than the GDP of some small nations. While staff get rich, rehabilitation stops. No classes, no yard, just 24 hours a day in a concrete box. No visits during lockdowns. So while the families pay twice the tax money, and twice with tears. The administration calls this correctional safety. The data suggests it might just be a taxpayer-funded holiday canteen on lockdowns. So while CDCR officers are draining your tax money, inmates can't even buy water. Is the state managing violence? Or are they manufacturing it to keep the overtime tap flowing? Sergeant Steele tried to expose this overtime motive and how the fabrication of evidence causes lockdowns, which lead to higher salaries. Reportedly, after exposing the hidden truths, Sergeant Steele was isolated, banned, and sadly, eventually found dead. Subscribe to help us expose hidden truths about the CDCR. They aren't just burning your tax dollars. They are betraying every family who trusted them to keep their loved ones safe and to be able to rehabilitate through social bonds.
They have the budget. They have the locks, but they don't have the truth. We are building the archive they don't want you to see. Subscribe to help us dig